Vivian, Phaethon, give Hugo my regards. Tell him I shall be taking the wealth and power of the Ravenlock family for myself.
Hartman raises his gun, aiming at the desk. Yet there is no gunshot. With a clink of metal, a familiar voice comes.
The bullet? How?
Who would have guessed that Hugo is still alive?
Dear uncle, why must we be so distant with one another? You can just tell me what you want to say directly.
Hugo! Impossible! You're...
Uncle, you must know a Ravenlock will never stop until they get what they want. Did you really think I would be defeated so soon? When I have yet to trample you into the dirt.
You filthy bastard! You only know how to resort to these petty tricks!
Petty tricks? Perhaps you'd like to know what I managed to accomplish using this faked death of mine. My dear uncle.
Shortly before...
Faking my own death. Hope it's all worth the theatrics in the end. It was just to keep Hartman off my back, but maybe I went a little overboard. The manager must be pretty shaken up. I should apologize at some point.
I think the manager is not the most shaken up.
Guess I'll also bring Lycon along. He's my partner in crime, after all.
I'm jinxed, and you are the jinx. Okay. Guess that has nothing to do with who I am right now.
So strict. Spare me a moment to catch my breath, will you?
Taking longer to rest than I expected.
So you knew. You definitely did.
Lycon, you think too highly of my physical capabilities. Well, thank you for your cooperation. I must say, if nothing else, at least your acting skills have improved.
Nice blood bag.
Why do you look so angry? You should be happy. We pulled that off together with flawless teamwork and managed to fool everyone.
Drop your foolish facade.
I'm glad you still remember the code we set all those years ago. And thank you for ensuring your sleight of hand didn't deteriorate. Oh, right. I should also thank the blood bag hidden in my clothes and our other props. Do you remember when we last used this trick? It was probably ages ago.
Sometimes I really don't understand you. Have you never thought about what the consequences would be if I didn't understand your code? If I decided against helping you? Or if I just couldn't control my strength properly?
You'd understand it. Of course, if things really did go awry, I had alternative plans. You wouldn't be so arrogant as to think I'd bet everything on you, would you?
insane.
Aw, I'm flattered.
That's not what's written there. But better.
So what exactly is the purpose behind all this? Surely after going to such great lengths to erase your own existence, you don't just plan to hide here and reminisce about the past with me. Don't try to brush this off. I've already helped you enact your plan. Tell me the truth.
Don't get your tail in a twist. I have more plans that require your assistance, so naturally I would not hide anything from you. Simply put, as things stand, whether as Hugo Vlad or as Mockingbird, I am doomed to die.
Seems you've made quite a few enemies.
As a member of the Ravenlock family, I negotiated with Edmund and managed to obtain resources from Tops for my future plans. I also confirmed what attitude they held toward your master, the Mayflower family. Meanwhile, I used my identity in Mockingbird to strike a deal with Hartman and gather information on their collaboration with the remnants of the Exaltists. That's where I got my intel on what Bringer left. Oh, by the way, the crime declaration letter that your dear mayor received, that was also sent by yours truly. He's probably figured that out by now, right? Though I'm not sure if he told you.
The mayor learned about the sacrifice attacks through his own means, but lacked an opportunity to take action. That warning letter was precisely what he needed.
You aren't hopeless yet. How delightful. In short, I'm more well-informed than your lot because I get around, dealing with all these different important figures. But of course, it comes at a cost, it's only fair. After all, you can't hide the smoke from a wildfire. Rather than trying to carefully tame it and risk setting yourself alight, it's better to let it burn free.
When I helped you put on your little act, killing you in front of everyone, you left the sacrifice core to Hartman. That was intentional too, then?
Oh, yes. And it worked like a charm, didn't it? Now no one cares for me anymore, and all eyes are on Hartman. A perfect situation for keeping the Ravenlock family in check while dealing a cutting blow to the Exaltists behind them. Another crucial point is Vivian and Phaethon. I must sever any ties they have with me or Mockingbird. Although I feel bad for Phaethon about what happened, but it had to be done. That's the only way they would be safe, allowing the plan to continue.
I noticed that you never turned your blade toward Master Proxy. So, those words you said back then were also...
I will bloody my hands. I will carry the weight of my sins. I will become the Abyss. Obviously, it was all an act. My acting has always been impeccable, as you know.
Hugo, you're taking such a tremendous risk. Why?
Would you believe me if I said it's for justice? But unfortunately, it's not. I want revenge on the Ravenlock family. And I will make sure that despicable excuse for a human being, Hartman, suffers a slow, torturous end. Of course, I also promised Vivian that I would help her investigate the whole thing with the Exaltists. That's all.
You don't look too good. Is it your wounds?
No. This is the first problem I plan to resolve. Nikon, do you have a place that is sufficiently discreet, quiet, and can take a lot of damage?
What are you planning to do? Rage out? Lycon leads Hugo to a small warehouse in Port Elpis. Hugo looks quite pleased with the place. After scanning the area for a moment, he sits down on a chair, pulls out some rope, and ties himself up.
What exactly are you doing?
Don't look at me like that. If I didn't have to do this, I wouldn't. Hartman recently obtained a bizarre substance, most likely from those crazy exaltists. After use, it allows control of the victim's mind. To some extent.
You were dosed with it.
To be more precise, Lycon, I deliberately allowed Hartman to put this drug in my cup to facilitate our previous collaboration.
Hugo tells Lycon of what happened back in the private suite when he was negotiating with Hartman. The only reason Hartman agreed to work with him was because of this, because he had drugged that red liquid. After that, every time Hugo and Hartman met up, the latter would always add a small dose of that drug into Hugo's cup and then ask questions, attempting to glean information.
After finding out about it, I quickly found someone to help analyze its composition. The good news is he gave me a very low dosage, perhaps because he was afraid I might notice. There's a different medication that can delay its onset, preventing me from actually being under his control. I simply need to put on a show in front of my dear uncle. The bad news is that currently there is no antidote. When I delay those effects, however, they will accumulate and erupt when my body reaches its limit. It may even break my mind. And that's exactly what's happening now. I need to endure those accumulated consequences. So, I will lock myself in this room for however long that takes. I've tied my limbs to prevent me from smashing this place or accidentally hurting myself. Anyway, after you leave, do not open this door, no matter what you hear.
Wouldn't it be better to leave Lycon in here to look after you? I mean, if you're tied up, you're not gonna hurt him, are you?
I recommend seeking professional medical assistance.
This is advice I received from a doctor. Or are you saying you don't believe I can make it? So, I can't. Come find me here at the scheduled time.
Oh boy, I wonder if he'll make it. Oh wait.
All you need to do is smile and await my victory.
What if I want to stop you?
You know you won't succeed. You never have. And you never will. Well, time is short. Let's begin.
I understand. Don't die, you stupid bastard.
After who knows how long, after enduring seemingly endless pain, Hugo finally awakens. The ropes that bound him had come undone, though he didn't know when that had happened. Hugo checked himself over. Thankfully, he hadn't injured himself that badly while he was going crazy. After some time, Hugo straightens out his attire and tidies himself up, then opens the warehouse door.
Is this because the side effects haven't worn off yet? Lycon's late. I'm surprised. Or is something wrong with time itself? Looks like someone's over there. Might as well go ask.
All your fault. Why were you born with those eyes? If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be in this mess. I had made it. I endured for so long. All those years of planning. I was so close. He already agreed. You, go and beg him to reconsider for me, okay? Tell him you'll do anything. Tell him to take me back. No. He won't want to see you now. You can't go and see him. Mother.
It's all your fault. I wish I had never given birth to you.
Hugo, I feel like you are still under the effects of whatever's going on. And probably still tied to that chair. The woman's face is distorted with hatred, as if the person before her is not her child, but an enemy who destroyed her future. She blames all her misfortune on this innocent child.
Everything will get better if you just die, right? If you die, he'll come back. We'll have another, more perfect child. One who will inherit the Ravenlock family bloodline. Then I'll be able to escape this pain. So, Hugo, for the sake of Mommy's happiness, just die, okay?
She raises her hand to reveal a pair of scissors, the tip gleaming with chilling light. Sounding like pulling a sword, she thrusts the sharp point towards Hugo's paler eye. Then she suddenly vanishes, as if she had never existed at all. Are we underwater now?
So, I wasn't awake yet after all.
That's because you don't want to wake up again.
Who are you?
I am you, hidden deep within your heart, your most true self. You want to kill her, don't you? Your so-called mother. Every time she beat you without reason, when she tried to gouge out your eyes, when she sold you into that hell, laughing all the while. You wanted to be the one to end her life. Why not admit your hatred? As you are, you can hunt her down and make her pay for the living hell of a childhood she made you suffer.
Yes, I hate her. I hate her because she was foolish and shallow, greedy and stupid. I hate her because she doesn't deserve to be a mother. She did everything she could to try and get into the Ravenlock family, believing she could live a life of luxury without having to do anything and never realizing she was a pawn, discarded from the very beginning. So she chose to blame me. Blame me for my heterochromia. Blame me for my very existence. But I won't kill her, because I know it won't change anything. She was incapable of loving me, just as she is incapable of loving herself.
Have you been brainwashed by that dog? Keeping up the act of being some magnanimous and forgiving fool?
Don't compare us. I've simply come to understand love or hate. I make my own choices, and they have nothing to do with anyone else.
She sold you to the Ravenlock family for a huge sum of money. She used that money to start a new life with out you. While she was indulging herself, you were going through hell in the Ravenlock Manor. Does it not torment you? Do you not feel the hatred? Do you not want to demand answers? Kill her. Only by killing her can you be truly free.
For a long time, I thought the same way. But now, well, I want to make a different choice.
Stop lying to yourself. You never had a choice. This weak-minded thinking will only lead you to failure. Like before, you'll be nothing but a worm, trampled into the dirt by those so-called elites.
Sorry, inner demon. I can't really take you serious looking like this.
Do you still not get it? This is how the world is, and always has been. Hesitate and you'll be the victim. If you don't grab your knife first, you'll end up being on the other end of the blade. If you want to change anything, you must first become the one who makes the rules. Just like that woman. The only reason she could treat us that way was because we were weak. So listen to me. Find that woman, kill her, and prove to this world your strength. It's what she deserves. Why forgive them? They don't deserve it.
I'm not forgiving them. Or rather, I don't care about them. They don't even matter, at least not yet. You know, perhaps the person I hate the most, the one I truly cannot forgive, has never been someone else. But rather my weak, powerless past self who could do nothing but hide inside a closet and cry. I hate myself for having neither the strength nor the courage to resist. I hate myself for begging for so-called familial love, even after being treated so terribly. I hate that despite the pain of my wounds, I still hope to receive the carrot and not the stick. And that means you, correct? So, I forgive you. I forgive myself.
You'll regret this, fool. Your pretty words mean nothing. You will ultimately return here to me.
After an intense bout of dizziness, Hugo awakens in the dark warehouse. The ropes that bound him had come undone at some point. Hugo takes a deep breath of the damp air and stands up. Hugo straightens out his attire and tidies himself up. Then he opens the warehouse door. And we loop.
I see. This is still an illusion.
Oh, good.
I wonder who's going to show up this time.
Getting a feeling it's gonna be Serena.
Hugo, let's play hide and seek. I'm already hiding. You'll find me, right? Like you always do.
Serena.
Oh, you're actually giving me a direction. I was kinda hoping you would actually let me look for her. Actually play hide and seek without cheating. Like, the map is not that huge. I would have found her eventually.
You're looking in the wrong place. I found an even better hiding spot this time. Harder to find than any place you showed me. Hey, Hugo. Do you ever wonder why I had to die?
It was because of me.
That's right. It was because of you. It's all your fault. If only you didn't exist, I wouldn't have had to suffer.
I mean, I did find the other chair. I just didn't find them in the correct order. Yeah, now you're leading me back over there. Pretty silly of you, game.
Still looking in the wrong spot. I can't believe you still haven't found me after all this time.
I mean, it's a chair with ropes. She's probably in the warehouse.
About me?
I haven't forgotten.
It's okay. I'll forgive you. I'll still be nice to you, just like before. I was the only one who was ever nice to you, wasn't I?
Yes.
Then tell me, why do good people always suffer? Why is kindness always punished instead?
Maybe not.
Tell me, Hugo, why? Hugo, are you lost? Go back the way you came. I left you a surprise there.
Oh look, it's my inner self. What a cruel bastard. As expected of a disgusting bastard. Lady Serena was so nice to him, yet he... How does he still have the nerve to stay in this house? They shouldn't have let him in from the start. Filthy, lowly blood. Curses and insults encircle Hugo, piercing his skin like frozen knives. The mockery and rage from a wave that crashes through him, threatening to drown him. Then, as the cacophony reaches its peak, it goes silent. The air seems to congeal in the silence, deep and oppressive. It is as if time stood still, with only his rapid heartbeat echoing.
I told you that you would eventually return.
We meet again, my friend.
It's not been long.
I told you, I am you. The side of you that you've always tried to deny existed.
Of course. I know. This time it's about Serena. Right?
Yes, your half-sister. And the only child in the Ravenlock family who was kind to you. Unfortunately, it was her kindness that led to her untimely death.
It was my fault.
I don't like the way you blame yourself. Because that means I'm to blame as well. And I don't think I did anything wrong. Your mother sold you to the Ravenlocks. And your father, He saw your talent and wanted to use you to push the other children into competing with each other.
My brothers and sisters wanted to get rid of me from the moment they first saw me.
In their eyes, you were no more than a slave. But Serena dared to treat you, a slave, as if you were human. And so, she was fated to die.
They tried to kill me many times. But I was careful, and they did not succeed.
So they killed Serena, who was weaker, an easier target, and pinned everything on you. Serena died in your place. Those cruel brats thought that by reporting this to Father, they could use it to get rid of you, a rival who threatened their positions.
But little did they know.
Yet, not only did Father not blame you for the incident, he praised you for it.
In this world, only the ruthless, cruel, and merciless can stand at the top.
And that's exactly what you managed to live up to, no? You found a perfect opportunity thereafter to catch the ringleader of the group who framed you and almost beat him to death. Oh, you should have seen the expression on your face back then. Oh, crazed and manic with utmost delight.
I don't remember that.
Seemingly unsatisfied with his answer, the inner demon transforms into him again.
Here you go again, trying to deny your desires.
See, looking like that, you are a lot more scary, inner demon.
Deep down inside, you've always wondered, asking yourself why these evil people never got the punishment they deserved. Why the world is so unfair. Don't you want to rip them to shreds? Just like that day when you beat that boy's face into the dirt until he was barely recognizable. His disgusting blood staining your fists. Recall your exhilaration, your cathartic release of rage, that outpour of hatred. That victory belongs to you. You deserve it.
Those brothers and sisters of mine are all dead. I cannot take revenge against the long deceased.
They died by Hartman's hand, dying in the power struggle to become the Ravenlock family's heir, rather than by our scythe. Boring.
Boring. I find it hilariously ironic. Children who would murder their own kin for scraps of power dead at the hand of their uncle who followed their example. Is that not karma? Power struggles pitting kin against each other, betrayal, suspicion, and hatred between people of the same blood. It's like a curse written into the Ravenlock family's genes. Laughably stupid.
Don't forget, my dear, that the same blood flows through your veins.
As if to prove his words, the inner demon transforms into Heartman.
That's right, my dear nephew. No matter how much you deny it, the blood of the Ravenlock family flows through your veins. Survival of the fittest. Only the strongest deserve to live. Only the strongest deserve to rule. This is the path of success that has led the Ravenlock family to victory countless times. A blessing and a curse etched into your flesh and blood. As long as you live, you'll never escape the mark of family. You are destined to one day become someone like me, like your father.
Is that fear I sense? I can see you trembling. Why does the Ravenlock bloodline terrify you so?
I won't become like my father. Never.
You won't become a failure like him. So relax. Our power eclipses him, and so does our ambition. So, do not deny your own desires. Do not resist your own ambition. This is the talent you were born with. The best gift fate has ever given you. Admit it. Deep within your heart lies a spark, yearning to ignite a raging inferno that will burn everything down. And I am that spark.
After an intense bout of dizziness, Hugo awakens in the dark warehouse. The ropes that bound him had come undone at some point. Hugo takes a deep breath of the damp air and stands up. I feel like until those ropes are not undone, we will keep looping. Hugo straightens out his attire and tidies himself up. Then he opens the warehouse door.
Lygon. Never thought I'd be this genuinely thankful to see you. Seeing you means this never-ending nightmare is finally over, right?
You'd think so, but he's not alone, you know. Why did you break our oath? Why did you use me? My eye and these legs, they were all your fault. You know, you are exactly like your father.
I don't want to hear something like that from you. You have no idea what that man, my father, is really like.
A person who stops at nothing for their own interests and ambitions. Just like what you're doing right now.
And what do you think I'm doing this for?
All of this was part of your plan. You knew where the Ravenlock family was going to be, so you set Mockingbird's target there. To seek revenge, you plotted to assassinate your own father, but he was too vigilant, and you failed. After almost being assassinated, your father was furious and locked everyone in the hall, but was unable to find the assassin.
And what a coincidence that a hollow disaster just occurred in the vicinity. So he used it to eliminate all the unfamiliar faces there, turning them into victims of the hollow, an easy feat for the Ravenlock family. So, the one who killed innocents was my father, not me.
You knew what choice an extremist like him would make, and you used the chaos to once again attempt an assassination. This time you succeeded. You killed your own father at the cost of innocent lives. Admit it, Hugo. You don't care about anyone else. The only thing you care about is your revenge. How is that any different from your father?
Enough. I'm tired. I may hate him for betraying me, but he wouldn't say something like that.
What?
You aren't Lycon. You're the other me, hidden deep within my heart.
Hugo takes a deep breath and slowly opens his eyes. Lycon is gone, and in his place is that familiar figure. Without a doubt, he is still within an illusion.
I've been waiting for you, my dear.
It seems you've already grown accustomed to this place, even turning the tables on me.
Just as you said, you are me, and I am you. There's no such thing as having an advantage over oneself. We are ultimately one and the same, forever inseparable.
Then you should know what I want to say. When you and Lycon split, you didn't even try to clear up the misunderstanding, didn't deny or argue against what he said. Because you realized that deep down, he was right about you. You just hadn't acted on it yet. Some people live only to bring more suffering into this world. Sometimes, murder is what brings justice back into this world.
For that, I must stain these hands in blood.
That's right. Just like what you said before you faked your death. Were those words really just an act? To slay the dragon, you must first become one with sharp claws, wending fangs, and strength enough to destroy anything. You know the truth better than anyone. If you hadn't hesitated, and instead seized the first opportunity to kill your father, none of what followed would have happened. Innocent civilians wouldn't have died. Your partner wouldn't have lost an eye and both legs trying to save people. And Mockingbird would have never gotten to that point. You can save more people. Save good people. Save more lives than the evil ones you take.
I've spent countless hours in regret over that incident.
So why not submit to your true nature? You want to be the judge, jury, and executioner of this world. And you can.
I wasn't responsible for Father's death. The true mastermind is my uncle, Hartman. His schemes to kill the head of the family were all so he could take control. Mockingbird was simply unlucky enough to get caught up in it. So, for a behemoth like the Ravenlock family, with its roots so deep, a single person's death, regardless of who that person is, wouldn't change anything. Of course, whether it's Tops, the Mayflower family, or even the entire world, it's actually all the same. I refuse to be dragged down by pointless hatred any longer.
You foolish, stubborn idiot. Do you understand the power of hatred? Have we not come this far precisely because of it? Or are you going to follow Lycon and Jack's twisted logic? Come on. You don't actually trust anyone? Otherwise, why would you hide this whole scheme of faking your death from them? You've built an impenetrable wall around your heart, keeping everyone out. Of course you are right to do so. No one in this world can be trusted. Always. All you'll receive is hatred from your own blood and no love. Suspicion from your companions, and betrayal that comes all too easily. But the most ridiculous thing is that you want them to trust you. You stay silent and long for them to notice your suffering. You yearn for your companion's understanding and trust. Idiot. That's why you are incapable of exploiting them for your own ends. You care about their safety even more than your own. But remember, only the weak need companions. And we are children born from hatred. We are different from them. I will never be like them. And I don't need to be. Come. Let me show you what powers we can wield.
But you are me. And I'll never lose to myself.
We're gonna get a mirror match. Sure looks like it. Hugo! When an EX special attack or ultimate hits a stunned enemy, the totalize effect is triggered. This effect increases the skill's damage multiplier based on the enemy's remaining stun duration at the moment of activation. After triggering totalize, the enemy will immediately recover from stun and a certain amount of days will be inflicted based on remaining stun duration.
Think about all the injustice you've suffered. If you choose to forgive, you're betraying yourself. You know that.
Letting you consume me would be the real betrayal to myself.
You're just afraid to admit it.
Oh, my timing could not be worse. The effects going on make this battle a lot more difficult to read than the last time we fought him.
You're too scared to face your true self and what you truly desire. Give up!
Prostrate yourself before the abyss.
Get totalized.
You're trying to kill me. You think you can just get rid of me? Without me, you are nothing.
For what it's worth, thank you. Don't be afraid. You and I are inseparable. You're part of me, just as I am part of you.
Fancy words won't change anything.
No. It's not just platitudes. I finally understand now. Some pain only fades when it's seen, when it's accepted. So I won't fight you anymore. I won't hate myself anymore. Weakness, hatred, malice, strength, forgiveness, justice.
Finally, it's time to meet up with Lycon. For real this time. Also, I guess I could have attacked that ghost while I was just staring at it. To no effect, as seen when I walked at it at the moment. I just wanted to strike a cool pose with it.
Hugo, it's time. Hugo, you...
Did I scare you? I made it through. I won. No praise for me, my dearest partner.
Just a pat on the shoulder. That's all you get.
This is just like what I saw in my dream.
No, it's a bit brighter. There's no weird bang
Guess there
boom.
are still some lingering side effects. Ah, my former partner. You're still as punctual as ever.
Are you sure you're fully recovered?
How about we fight? And I'll show you how recovered I am.
I refuse to fight someone who is in need of medical attention.
Lycon falls silent for a moment and eventually hands over a coin. No, looking at the packaging, it's not a coin, but a familiar chocolate coin.
How thoughtful. I'm touched. Or perhaps is this simply part of Victoria Housekeeping's professional care?
I'd rather you not starve to death.
Hugo takes the coin. After a moment of silence, he eventually eats it.
Not to your liking. I'm fairly certain this is the same kind as before.
No. I've just gone too long without food. It feels a bit uncomfortable. Either way, thank you.
Now tell me, what exactly happened in the warehouse?
Just going a bit crazy from... you know what? Were you expecting anything else? But I did have a very long dream. A dream about many things from the past. If I had to put it into words, it would be like giving myself psychological therapy. You seem like you could benefit from some too. How about it? Want to book a session with me? Trust me, I'm a pro.
Now you are a pro.
Seems you really have recovered.
Well, of course. I'm feeling pretty great right now. Like I could argue with you all day on every petty detail of who exactly was in the wrong back then.
I wanted to ask, what you said about Mockingbird before, when you faked your death, Was that part of the act?
Oh, you mean the part about how Mockingbird has never really changed anything or saved anyone? I didn't expect you to still be so hung up on this. Interesting. After all, it was you who chose to betray Mockingbird. To betray me.
Just as I said before, I never considered Mockingbird a failure. Perhaps Mockingbird deviated from its origins, but it has its value. You shouldn't reject the things you've done. Or Mockingbird.
I have contemplated this before. Yes. Mockingbird has helped some people and has genuinely managed to cause trouble for those who abuse their positions of power for evil. Yet those in high positions still possess immense resources, and the people we helped remain destitute and suffering, willing to become slaves to those in power for scraps. But just as you said, even if what we did was childishly idealistic and flawed, as little as we actually achieved, even the slightest change is by no means meaningless. Nothing holds more value to me than Mockingbird.
Hugo stares out at the ocean. A gentle breeze lifts his golden locks. The sunlight glances off both his eyes.
All right, let's catch up later. I still have things to do and need to wrap up my plan.
Need to go to a banquet. Scare someone half to death.
I thought you would rest up first.
As much as I would prefer that. My dear uncle and the Exaltist fanatics likely would not give me such an opportunity. If all has gone to plan, the fish will have taken the bait already. And if everything goes very well, I'll soon have solid evidence of the Ravenlock family's crimes. Well then, thank you for your assistance, former partner. Let's part ways here.
I'll go with you.
Lycon, surely you don't think that because I just recovered, I'm too weak to deal with those useless fools.
Hartman's actions will disturb the safety of New Eridu. As I serve the mayor, I should intervene.
Very well, whatever. Let's go. And don't slow me down.
Before that, don't you have something to tell me? What do you mean? Don't play coy with me. I know you're not spilling your whole plan. So, you kicked things off by approaching Edmund from the top's big shots. How did you manage to sweet-talk him? I'm a bit of an illegitimate child, but I still have that Ravenlock family blood running through my veins. Funny enough, this Lord Edmund thinks direct lineage is way more noble than the side branches, which is absolutely laughable. So I played his arrogance to my advantage. And let's be real, I had some juicy intel to swap with those high rollers, but that's Mockingbird's secret, so I can't let any outsiders in on it. Was the sacrifice core from the mayor's lab your handiwork too? You could say that. The security there is no joke, so I had to leverage tops for some extra intel. After all, as you know, they've got plenty of moles planted next to your mayor. It was you who threw the sacrifice core up for auction, to lure in the Exaltists. You knew they'd be all over it. Yep, I embedded the sacrifice core right into the robe of heroes. They actually matched pretty nicely, don't you think? Classic you. I heard that after the auction they found a stash of counterfeit Dennis. Feel free to take wild guesses, but honestly I think those Dennies would rather be out in the wild than sitting in those hoity-toity accounts. Then you found Hartman. and talked him into a partnership, getting your hands on more intel on the sacrifice and the Exaltist. After that, you shot that crime warning letter to the mayor, giving the city a legit reason to spring into action. Yep, that was spot on. Look at you, real genius over here. In the end, you faked your own death to pull yourself out of the mess, and you used the whole show to redirect everyone's attention to Hartman and the Ravenlocks, keeping the Exaltists on their toes. Hold on a sec, if that's all there is, why did you let Hartman slip you the rug? I mean, you'd have a way to dodge that kind of thing. Lycon, I've got something I've been keeping under wraps. Actually, I've teamed up with your beloved mayor. What? When it comes to stopping the Exaltists, the mayor and I are on the same wavelength, so we can totally collaborate. What you should be wondering is why he didn't clue you in on this. The mayor must have his own reasons. If you can convince yourself of that, more power to you. Just know, if you ever want to swing back to Mockingbird, you can come beg me. I'll make sure to turn you down gracefully. Alright, enough chit-chat. We've got bigger things to deal with. Like this. Nice throw.
I'm sure you've heard about the missing workers from companies under the Ravenlock family, too. I know where they are. Those are Ravenlock's men. The workers with them are the victims who were tricked into going into the Hollow.
Come on, let's get them out of here.
You untie the workers. Thank goodness, someone's here to save us. Thank you. You're welcome. So, could you tell us what those Ravenlocks did to you before they ran off? They're a bunch of liars. They tricked us into this hollow. They said they had a job with high pay for us, but they kept avoiding the topic and after we got here. Something didn't seem right, so I wanted to leave. But then they showed their true colors. They tied us all up and told us they were going to ship us off somewhere. They didn't make you take any weird medicine, did they? Medicine? No. But it wasn't just us they tricked. Another group went that way. I see. Here, take this carrot. There's an exit nearby. You should get out of here as soon as possible. I can't thank you enough. Let's go, Hugo. We must save the rest of them. You sure are eager.
Bunch of nobodies. Annoying as hell. Kill them!
You're welcome to try.
I find it very funny that just a random guy is now an enemy type.
More workers here. And quite a lot of them.
Well, two. Who are you? Oh hey, is this our man? I think it is. Your saviors. Thank you. Thank you. I had a bad feeling about that group from the start. I shouldn't have ignored my gut instincts. Did those Ravenlocks do anything to you? Do anything? Well, we weren't doing as we were told, so they tied us up. Nothing else. Good. Alright, there was another batch of workers ahead of us. They should be by the roof. Don't worry, I'll handle it. You should get out of here as soon as you can. Let's continue.
Is Hartman behind this, too?
This might be our guy.
Of course. He threw them into the hollow like offerings for the Exaltists. To him, those workers are just another resource. No.
There's more over there. Let's hurry.
It's different this time. Don't rush in. Let's listen in on what they're saying first. I still need more direct evidence to ensure the plan is absolutely foolproof.
The compensation you promised, it's all real, right? All we have to do is follow you into the hollow for some simple tasks, and you'll give us a huge sum of dennies. It sounds real suspicious.
Shut your trap. You keep yapping and asking questions. If this is all so suspicious, why were you so eager to sign up for it?
Because I don't have a choice. My daughter was previously caught in the hollow disaster and suffered severe corruption. The treatment costs have completely drained our family's savings. So that's why...
It's the same for me. A serious illness at a senior age. I need the money.
Who would risk taking a job like this unless they were desperate? I'll do it. No matter how suspicious. As long as I can get paid, I'll do anything. Even risk my life.
Wait, you people from the Ravenlock family, you're part of a big company in Tops. You wouldn't go back on your word, right?
Don't worry, you'll get every denny you were promised.
If you can survive this.
But before we start, you all need to take this medicine first.
The fierce man pulls out a bunch of white pills and gives one to each worker. Another Ravenlock family member seems a bit doubtful and leans in to whisper.
Bro, should we really be doing this already?
These workers keep talking. We're wasting time like this. And the sooner they take it, the sooner it'll be over. Consider it an early release for them. What? You didn't say anything about having to take pills before.
Look, this is good stuff, all right? It'll increase your ether aptitude. There's tons of people who'd kill for something like this.
Exactly! You'll be working in the hollow for several hours. This is essential medication. You have to take it before we continue. If you refuse, then you can forget about the job. Of course, you won't receive the compensation either.
Better run in now.
Lycon, what are you doing?
Rescuing those workers, of course. There's clearly something off about those pills. We can't let them take them.
Now is not the right time. As I said, we need more evidence to ensure the plan works.
And as I said many years ago, you can't exploit innocence to achieve your goal.
So that's how you see it.
If that's not what you want me to think, then explain everything to me.
All right. It's a little complicated, but simply put, these workers will be fine. Of course, it's your choice to trust me or not. But if you try to rush in, I will stop you.
I trust you.
Meanwhile, the workers have also made their decision. Except for the talkative worker, most of them already swallowed the pills. That's when the arrogant Ravenlock family member finally reveals his true nature, saying, "You think I'd let you run? while forcibly shoving the pill into the worker's mouth. After clearly capturing everything, Hugo lets out a sigh of relief.
All right. That's the evidence. Now we can go and beat them into the ground as much as you want.
Don't forget, you owe me an explanation. Also, don't overdo it and kill them, even if they're the worst of the Ravenlock family.
All right, Your Holiness, Saint Lycon.
That's a good one.
Who the hell are you?
Why don't you take a guess?
Allow me to reach.
We're the ones here to stop you.
Can't remember the last time we worked this well as a team. Your legs, how are they feeling?
I'm fine.
To be honest, I think I prefer the way you used to fight. Prepare. You had a lot more aggression.
I've merely learned to control my strength. When I need to be aggressive, I will be.
The two defeat the Ravenlock family members and their pet robot.
God damn it! Who the hell are you? How dare you mess with the Ravenlock family?
Ravenlock. Savor the name while you can, for it will soon cease to exist.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means exactly what I said. I think this might be good for you. Sever your ties while you can. You still have a chance to walk your own path.
The family's honor comes above all else.
Is that really what you think? I saw the compassion on your face just now. You're not from the main family, right? That's why you were assigned to these trivial tasks. But in reality, there's no need for you to keep playing this boring game for them.
I don't have a choice. From the moment I was born into the Ravenlock family,
You always have a choice, if you're willing to act. All right, let's end the small talk here.
Hugo delivers a swift chop to the back of the necks of the Ravenlock family members.
Don't worry, Lycon. I didn't hit them too hard, just enough to keep them quiet.
How's that? My acting's pretty good, right?
As always, a certain someone should take some lessons from you. I'll leave the rest to you then.
Okie dokie.
Not so much a trembling worker, are you? The workers carry the Ravenlock family members away. Now only Lycon and Hugo remain.
Okay, now can you tell me exactly what's going on here?
As you can see, that worker just now was actually an informant of mine. The pills were swapped out with vitamin tablets. Outside of this batch, some workers have already taken the actual substance Hartman has. But rest assured, the antidote for it is already in development. I found the best in the field to help, and with the data I collected before, we should have results soon.
I wanted to ask. The reason you decided to lock yourself in a room and endure the effects of the drug. Besides getting evidence, it was also to collect data on this drug in order to create an antidote, correct?
It seems you're not completely beyond hope.
I thought you were just being stubborn.
Sometimes I wonder if you know me at all.
Then, I have one last question. Why did you never tell me any of this back then?
The truth is, I heard everything. That entire conversation between you and Jack. Before he passed away in that small attic. When Jack called you aside and gave you those warnings.
When he told me you might go down the wrong path?
That's right.
You never said anything.
What would I even do? Scream and rage over your suspicions, or get on my knees and beg for you to trust me? You know there's no way I'd allow myself to do such a thing. Besides, back then, even I was confused about myself.
Jack, he...
It's all in the past. You don't need to explain anything to me. Enough. We should get going. If we're going to reminisce over the past, we should find a more suitable location.
After leaving the hollow, the two arrive at a place with nice scenery.
Lycon? That incident back then. I didn't do it.
How romantic.
It was a scheme Hartman devised to take over the family. It was Hartman who killed my father, too. I only discovered the truth long after the fact. I did indeed attack my father, and I thought he was dead. But he wasn't. I couldn't kill him. And even before that, if I hadn't hesitated, none of what followed would have happened. Even now, I still think they deserve death. But I no longer care to personally deliver that fate. They're beneath me. And I have more important things to do.
You...
I know we may never agree on that point, Lycon. I once wanted to fight against those ugly truths that defined me, but I discovered that the more I rejected them, the more painful it became. So, I could only accept that crazed, hateful, and malicious side of myself. As long as I know I will never become like my father, like Hartman, that is enough for me.
You've changed, but I think that might be a good thing.
Don't patronize me. You've changed a lot too, compared to before. I still disagree with Jack's words, and I won't forgive your betrayal. I will walk the path I believe is right, even if I must tread over thorns and through the mud. But I will also allow you to walk your own path, Lycon.
And maybe, just maybe, sometimes our own paths will cross.
Should I say thank you?
You're welcome. Come to think of it, we haven't talked about your legs and eye.
It was just an accident, not your fault. I'm doing well now. I hope you are too. On the contrary, perhaps I should be the one apologizing. I misjudged you. I used to think you wanted power, that everything you did was for your own ambitions. I thought you wanted the power to pass judgment on all in this world like a god.
I am a god. I am my own god.
Do you believe in yourself? Is that what that means?
Or you could say that in this world, everyone is their own god. There are many things that we are powerless to change. But there are also many choices we can make. Just as I said before, I am the only one who can kill me or save me.
I'm glad you think that way.
Let's go. I still have one last thing to do.
Going back to what happened before we did all this, I assume.
To witness the end of Ravenlock.
As Hugo recounts the process of gathering evidence, Hartman, unable to listen any longer, slams the table in anger.
You really think you can take my place if I die? Never, you filthy bastard! Your little tricks mean nothing. As long as the Ravenlock family stands, I can still get back on my feet.
Well, it kinda doesn't anymore, probably.
You still don't get it, do you? This was never about avenging my father. And I don't care about taking your place. I didn't come this far just to kill you. That'd be pathetic. Right on cue. Why don't you take a look at this, Uncle?
On behalf of TOPS, I'd like to clarify that we had no involvement in the Ravenlock family's actions. TOPS is officially terminating all partnerships with the Ravenlock family, effective immediately. We will have no further affiliation with them.
That guy looks like he might be playable sometimes. Like, that's a design right there.
Are you crazy? What the hell do you get out of ruining the Ravenlocks? You want to be a petty thief forever?
Thief? Oh, Uncle. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm the name people whisper about. The one who robs the rich and gives to the poor. I'm the master con artist who can fool anyone, anytime. I'm the leader of Mockingbird, the one who turns every headline into my own stage. I have friends who'd catch me if I fall, partners who'd shed tears for me, and allies who always have my back. I am Hugo Vlad. You're the one who needs the Ravenlock name. I never did.
You ungrateful bastard! You should have never been born.
You flatter me. Same goes for you, Uncle.
You leave the Ravenlock Manor on Hugo's speedboat. After reaching Port Elpis, you all wait for Lycon to arrive.
You've done well, Vivian.
You had better give me an explanation.
Just watch the last hour of the stream. Then you will have your explanation.
And here I thought this would be a touching reunion. What's with all the anger?
Hugo, I'm a member of Mockingbird too.
Don't mock me, you bird.
And I mourned your death.
Listen, Vivian. I don't want you or the people you cherish to get caught up in danger because of me. I've always been selfish. So I don't hesitate to use you all as variables in my plans. But it is because I am selfish that I also don't want my failures to affect my treasured companions. In any case, if you were in the same position, would you not make the same decisions? Lycon's taking care of everything outside. We should go. Also, Belle, thank you. And I'm sorry for the whole act where I threatened you. It was the only way for Hartman to drop his guard against you and leave you be. I, Hugo Vlad, am forever indebted to you.
With Lycon's assistance, you successfully leave the Ravenlock family manor and return to the video store.
Master Proxy, although it is late, there is some important intel that I must give you now.
So you knew about everything. Yeah, I kinda figured that.
So, Lycon, you knew about Hugo's plan to fake his death?
I was simply playing along. After all, I could not determine whether Hugo's plan would pose a threat to you. You are a student of the mayor's late friend, and I am obligated to protect you.
You still have that habit of finding awkward excuses when you're embarrassed.
Mr. Hugo Vlad, if you have any important intelligence to share, please do so with haste. I need to return to rest before midnight.
You two sure are close.
The best of friends, forever.
For the sake of a certain old fossil's sleep schedule, I'll keep it brief. I learned from Camille that Dina intends to embed the sacrifice core into the sacrifice. Apparently, it will make the sacrifice much stronger.
I mean, the core should be in the thing. That seems like the logical thing to do.
Sacrifices created this way will not retain their minds and will indiscriminately attack all living beings, including their creator.
Good meaning it's gonna make a good synergy to the fall of everybody around it.
So the Exaltists don't do this. It would bring them no benefit. But Dina's concoction can control people's minds. If a person takes the pill and is injected with the serum Landon left behind, the sacrifice would be under its creator's control. Although the dormant sacrifice has been destroyed, Dina found a batch of that serum her father created and wants to create new sacrifices.
Never mind the sacrifice. Hartman's sacrifice core is a fake. We don't know where the real one's gone.
The real core has always been here.
Here? In Lord Phaethon's video store?
Vivian, do you remember when I suggested you give that collectible to our dear Proxy?
Oh, you...
I remember. But that was just an ordinary pendant. And I've met the person who submitted it. She has absolutely no connection to the Exaltists.
How about our dear Proxy take out that pendant so we can take a look?
After finding the pendant sent by Vivian, Hugo takes it and gently presses a hidden clasp. The pendant clicks open from the middle. Inside is the sacrifice core. Fancy collectible. A collectible gifted by Vivian. It looks like an expensive and exquisite piece of art, and no one would have guessed it could be opened. Inside it conceals the mysterious sacrifice core.
I'll take your surprised expressions as a compliment for my little trick. I will hand over this core to the mayor as agreed. Since he fulfilled his promise to protect Vivian and the manager while I was pretending to be dead, I won't go back on my promises.
No wonder the mayor would promote rhetoric favorable to Mockingbird. I can't believe I thought he was actually being sincere.
Since we have the sacrifice core, all we have to do now is stop Dina from using innocent people to make more sacrifices.
Yes, and we need to destroy the last batch of Landon's serum.
Hopefully with no options left, Dina will give up her obsession.
All right, that's the important stuff. I'm going to go and confirm where Landon's serum's been stashed. I'll contact you again once I have something.
What's wrong, Lycon? Weren't you in a rush to get back and rest? You act like you're gonna turn into a werewolf after midnight or something. He's gonna turn into a were-human. How are you feeling now? Relax, I'm not kicking the bucket just yet. But you look a bit more run down than before. Just getting over something nasty, that's all. Risking your neck like that wasn't exactly smart. Maybe you should have... Lycon, remember what I said back when I faked my death. For a permanent and absolute victory, we must endure the pain of cutting away rotten flesh. And preserve through the darkest hour before dawn. Not wrong, sure, but it wasn't arrogant enough. Instead of playing God and picking who lives or dies, I'd rather just do what I can do. Because at the end of the day, a person can only shape their own destiny, nothing more. You've really come a long way. Well, I appreciate the compliment. Hugo, you've got a lot of explaining to do. No more secrets. I will. I'll lay it all out, I promise. After a little chat, Lycon, Hugo and Vivian say their goodbye and take off. Back in your room, you drift off to a deep, nice sleep. Well, Hugo sent a message earlier. There's no progress on the sacrifice situation. They found a large batch of unused sacrifice serum. He wants us to be their guide. He, Vivian and Lycon will be heading into the Hollow with us to destroy the serum. And I'll use the HDD system this time to head into the Hollow with you all. Tell me when you're ready. And remember to bring Eos with you. Always ready. Yes, we are just using this place now. Dear managers, you are here. Having two Lord Phaethons leading the way for me must be the luckiest person alive. We'll be counting on you two, as according to my intel, this is quite the large batch of serum. My guess is that Dina wouldn't put all the serum in one place. We may need to split up. Just to be safe, we'll be counting on both of you to guide us. Once you're both ready, let's head into the Hollow.
Landon's stash should be somewhere nearby. I did some digging. Some of the missing workers were brought here too. Dina's getting ready to make her move.
You wait for me.
Don't worry, we'll clear them out. Say no more.
They're trying to destroy the good! Stop them!
Freeze all evil! We need to take care of the guards first.
Don't think the guards are posing much of a threat.
You're not taking anything from here.
Plan before I get angry.
Hugo, get the guards first.
Freeze all evil!
You just stepped into your own graves!
Fools.
Bend into your nightmare. Let order and madness dance. Allow me to reap your
Notice me. Lord me. How irksome.
Tales for the dawn, that sets the world alight.
I'll take you. Freeze all evil! Move it!
I'll eliminate any obstacle.
Truth is a beloved fairy tale.
A deep clean.
At your service. Let the party begin.
More of Landon's serum survives than expected. Fortunately, since they're still here, it means Dina hasn't executed the final step of her plan.
There's likely a lot more stashed around here, and we have yet to locate the missing people. Our actions here won't go unnoticed. Perhaps they're making plans to deal with us on their side.
With Landon and Dina's concoctions combined, she may be capable of creating a sacrifice that obeys her. If it comes to that, this will get far more troublesome.
What are the chances she'll turn herself into that sacrifice?
How about we split up? Hugo and Lycon will destroy what remains of the substance around here, and Vivian and I will go search elsewhere.
Or probably Camille, now that I think about it. That seems more likely to happen.
Very well. Let's go with your plan. But be careful if you encounter Dina and her people. According to Camille, she's absolutely obsessed with completing her father's dying wish. Who knows what she may try? Let's part ways here for now. And perhaps the other manager could use EOS to guide us.
Sure. I've been feeling better these past few days, so just follow me.
It's only now that I realize how fortunate we are to have two Lord Faithins.
Although, I feel like our work's doubled. In the past, Belle and I would only ever work on the same route.
Greater power means more responsibility. And in any case, I'm sure the mayor would be able to provide double compensation. He's a very generous person, after all. Right, Lycon?
I guess that's a yes.
I will request additional compensation from the mayor.
Compensation is just one aspect. It's one thing with Belle being in the Hollow in person, but now with us working on separate routes, I can't help but worry even more for her safety. Oh, but I trust in your abilities. I'm just not quite used to this.
As they talk, Vivian stands behind them and suddenly sheds tears as she gazes at one of them. Oh, good. That's not ominous. She turns and quickly approaches the area where Landon's serum is stored. Vivian recalls the tears she shed when looking at Phaethon and the destiny she saw then.
This is the future I saw. Lord Phaethon.
Vivian closes her eyes as if making a decision, then grabs a vial of Landon's serum. If a tragedy is inevitable, then let the misfortune fall upon me.
I'm sorry. This time, I will make sure the future I saw does not come to pass. I don't want to bring you misfortune. That's all I wish for.
This can only end well.
Leave this to me, Lord Bathan. Don't touch me. You better not get my treasure. What's up?
Oh, we are only Vivian in this team.
Lord Bathan, there might be more serum here.
There is.
How dare you steal from Lady Dina!
Me and Lord Bathan. I'll try to go easy on you. No promises. Hands off. Don't touch me. There are containers by the fissure. There's got to be something inside. Let's try opening them.
We don't want the money anymore. Please just let us go. I don't think I'm going to make it. Just end my pain, please. We're here to save you. Are there any other captives? There were. But they all turned into Ethereals. So many Ethereals. They're all dead. Please, just let us go. That girl never intended to let us live. My friends will get you out. We'll deal with this. Don't be afraid. You will get out of this hollow alive. We promise. Really? Oh, thank goodness. Be careful. So many people we brought in with us. They're all Ethereals now. Really, really scary Ethereals. Can't even imagine what she's planning to do with such a massive horde of Ethereals. People will die. Everyone will be killed by those Ethereals. Hush, say no more. My friends will get you out. Leave the rest to us. After contacting Hugo and Lycon, they quickly arrive. You eventually decide to have them first take the civilians to a safe place, while Vivian and you continue to search for any overlooked serum or victims. Shortly after they leave, a familiar voice comes.
It must have been tough for you to find this place. Vivian, if you had stayed out of it, I wouldn't be so eager to get rid of you. Those people have been taken to safety. You're all out of options. They're just mere test subjects. So what if they get away? There will always be people consumed by greed, and therefore, they will come willingly to me. In any case, what are a few sacrifices in comparison to the completion of Father's grand ambition? Dina, you deceived those people. They didn't come willingly to you. You tricked them, just like Landon did back then. Deceived? Father gave hope to those who had everything taken from them by the Hollows. Vivian, you once rejoiced at the hope Father offered you, too. Before Father took you in, you were no more than an omen of disaster that no one wanted. It was Father who gave you shelter and a purpose for existing. Do you remember the first time you bestowed a blessing under Father's guidance? How did you feel when that person looked at you with adoration and gratefulness? That was the first time you felt hope. Like your existence had a purpose, right? Don't forget that it was Father who, through what you call deception, gave you hope. And you, what have you done? You basked in Father's attention and everyone's adoration, only to destroy everything. Do you think that by leaving the Exaltists, those people will live better lives? Of course not. Those who suffered under the Hollows will only continue on as walking corpses, without the hope Father gave them. Do you really think you're some sort of savior, Vivian? In the end, you're just an ungrateful brat who brings misfortune to those around her. It was you who destroyed everyone's hope. Not everyone wants to live in false hope, Dina. You say it's because of greed that people willingly become your sacrifices. Perhaps those people aren't entirely virtuous. But that greed is just wanting to live a better life beyond the Hollows. What you and Landon have done was never about giving people hope, but exploiting it. Stop lying to yourself. Deep down, you know what Landon did was cruel.
No.
Back then, when Landon wanted to inject you with the serum, the fear in your face was as plain as day. I saw it all clearly. If all of this is as righteous as you claim, then why did you make such an expression, Dina?
Don't look at me with such pity! Father did nothing wrong. All of this is to make something of the Hollows other than disaster. That's everyone's only hope.
Dina, it's not too late to stop. Stop living in this lie. You know what would happen if a sacrifice loses control and escapes the Hollow. It's not the Hollows that are to blame for those people's deaths, but the hope you keep talking about. That will cause more despair and claim more lives.
That is merely the necessary sacrifice to accomplish a greater goal.
No one deserves to be a sacrifice.
Your hypocritical magnanimity disgusts me. I can always go and get more test subjects if they've escaped. And I will be able to replicate Father's serum with enough time. With you gone, I'll be able to complete Father's gift to the Creator and fulfill his last wish. Camille, release the failed subjects.
Lady Dina.
Camille, are you going to do what you did before? You keep saying you'll follow the Creator, but it's all lies.
Lady Dina, the Hollows took my family from me. I understand that there's no way to get back what I've lost. It was Lord Landon who told me that the Creator would guide me. One day, Hollows will no longer be disasters. Everyone will be able to survive inside them. I look forward to the day when this hope becomes reality. I watched you grow up, and I know that you've always looked up to your father. He gives you hope. And I destroyed that hope with my own hands. I know the pain of loss, so I've always felt guilty. I want to atone for the hope I destroyed. But Dina, I don't want to ruin more lives, and I don't want to continue watching you destroy yourself. Vivian is right. Not everyone wants to live in false hope. So, please, stop.
Camille, are you abandoning me too?
I'm not abandoning you. I just don't want to see you go past the point of no return.
The point of no return? I passed that point ages ago.
No, Dina. You can still turn back. I'll be your way back.
Where are you going, Camille?
I think my prediction may come true. Although not the way it was planned, I guess.
I made a deal with Hugo and the mayor. If someone needs to take the fall for this, let it be me. I did it. All of it. I've been forcing Landon's only daughter, Dina, to research how to create sacrifices. I colluded with the Ravenlock family for my own gain. Everything Dina did was under duress. Since I've kept her captive for so long, she doesn't have the skills to survive as an independent member of society. She'll need a caretaker and teacher. Someone who will look after her and educate her.
No! I refuse, Camille! I refuse to accept this!
Dina, I'm going to dispose of those failed subjects.
I won't allow it! You'll die! I won't allow it! You can't leave me. I command you! You've always followed my orders, and you will follow them now!
It wasn't your orders that I've been following. My younger sister, who was stolen from me by the Hollows, also had such beautiful red hair. When Landon told me the Creator could bring me hope, you were standing there, right behind him. I was certain, then and there, that this was the hope the Creator had given me. Start over, Dina. You still have so long, so much time. You'll make friends, find people who love you, and make many beautiful memories.
That's not what I want! Camille, you're not allowed to die! I won't allow it! I won't allow it!
Goodbye, Dina. And I'm sorry, Vivian. I'll leave the rest to you.
Camille resolutely walks toward the fissure. As Dina stares after her disappearing figure. After a moment, she also walks forward. Vivian is about to stop her, but Dina uses the controls to open a container door. Ethereal surge out, blocking the path.
Take out these Ethereals first. We can't let Camille's efforts go to waste. Let's go after Dina, Lord Phaethon. They must be on the other side of the fissure. Are you satisfied now, Vivian? You were the one who brought yourself to this point. You're saying this is all my fault? Losing my father, losing Camille. I wish you had never come into my life. At first, when Father brought you home, I was happy. There are so many Exaltists, yet Father never allowed me to get too close with any of them. I never had any friends either. But when Father brought you back, he told me to take good care of you, that you were my first friend. I was also so happy the first time you took my place in helping Father select a person to receive the blessing. Because it meant you were different from all those other people. You could stay with me. But soon, I grew jealous. You took the attention that should have belonged to me. You even took Father's love from me. It It's only because of my ability that Landon... I know, but... Vivian, jealousy is something you cannot control. Of course, the same goes for fear and hatred. I was terrified that one day you would look at me and shed tears. I knew if that day ever came, Father would not hesitate to force the blessing upon me. And when that day did come, I hated you for causing my father's death.
Tina, you knew everything about what happened back then, so... why are you still defending Landon? And why didn't you tell me back then? If I had known earlier, maybe I could have found a way.
Because it's the only thing that makes me more special than you, no? It proves I had Father's trust. I was more useful to him. Vivian, you said you wandered without a home ever since you were young, hated by anyone you encountered. You were happy to gain recognition from everyone and help Father when you were among the Exaltists. But in the end, you discovered you were being used, so you felt betrayed and hurt. Then, what about me? All I ever had was my father. I've never known a life outside of the Exaltists. Ever since I was young, my only purpose was to help Father select who was to be blessed. The only purpose I had was my father and the Exaltists. I've never been taught anything else, Vivian. It is what little value I have, and have ever had. In the end, you took even that from me, and completely destroyed it. You think you're doing good and fighting evil. You've only managed to affect a small part of your world. But have you ever wondered if maybe that's all there is to my world?
I never wanted to hurt you. You are also my first friend. And that's why I wanted to save you back then.
Save me? You and Camille all talk about saving me. Why don't you understand? To me, loss is so much more painful than death.
Tina, you can start over. Everything Camille did was so you could live on. Let's leave the Hollow together. There are so many amazing places in New Eridu. This time, I'll take care of you. I've also met so many amazing people. I'm sure they'll love you too. Okay, Tina?
Vivian. I can't forgive you. And I don't want to forgive you. I have nothing left. If what little hatred I do still harbor were taken from me, well, I refuse to be so pitiful. I won't apologize, Vivian.
Ina closes her eyes and injects a vial of the serum into her own arm. Soon ether crystals appear on her body, a sign of corruption. Never mind. It is gonna be herself after all.
I don't want to hate myself, so I can only hate you for killing my father, and hate Camille for leaving me. That's just the kind of person I am. Hateful and despicable. I refuse to owe anyone anything. I refuse to feel regret. I won't. Vivian, I will keep hating you. I will take all who are precious to you.
At least you get to keep your beautiful red hair.
I will also hate Camille, so I won't do as she wished and start a new life. Vivian, if you had never existed, if I had never,
You would be... Lord Phaethon, please do not interfere. She was my first friend. I'm going to bid her farewell. Dina, soon the pain will be over. Lord Phaethon, don't come any closer!
Never mind, she did not get to keep her beautiful red hair. How did she turn into this?
Don't you know? Take my trust-dirty little kid.
So much dodging.
Where are you looking? Behind you!
What happened? What the?
Vivian! Belle, don't come near me. This is my own choice. I will change the fate I saw. Vivian! I just want you to remember me when I looked my best. Vivian!
Vivian, your body.
I'm sorry you had to see me like this, but I don't want to be the one that only brings misfortune anymore.
No, please. No.
It's so warm, and the night is beautiful.
Vivian? No. It can't end like this.
Okay. Seems like our special eyes are even more special than we thought. It feels as if you had a long dream where you saw your teacher again with her familiar smile. But soon, the environment and your teacher both dissolve in the water, like behind the misty curtain blurring, then vanishing.
Belle, you're scaring me. Belle, I'm so glad you're awake.
What happened? I remember Vivian and I... Wait, where's Vivian? She injected herself with Landon's serum!
Hugo and Lycon brought you out of the Hollow. You were in a coma and... I'm so glad you're safe. And... you said Vivian used the serum on herself? But she looked fine to me, barring a couple of scratches. Hugo sent a message earlier saying he got her checked over, and she was alright.
So did anyone actually notice what happened? Did Belle or Vivian realize?
Can you recall what happened?
The situation was dire, so Vivian used the serum on herself to defeat the Ethereals. I saw the crystallization process starting to occur. And then I can't describe it, but I think I saw something. At the time, all I was thinking about was wanting to remove the crystals from Vivian. I don't even know what I did, but then I passed out, I guess. What happened after that?
When I led Hugo and Lycon there, it was just you and Vivian lying on the ground. We didn't see anything else. Never mind that for now. Belle, do you feel any discomfort?
Just a bit dizzy.
For tonight, just get some rest. Hugo and Vivian said they'll come over tomorrow, so we'll discuss everything then.
Okay. Good night then.
I was, for a moment, really worried they'd just kill off Vivian. And knowing Hojo was, it wouldn't have been impossible. This time, there are no strange sounds or sights in your dream, and you sleep peacefully through the night. Shortly after you wake, Vivian, Hugo, and Lycon arrive at the video store.
Lord Phaethon! How are you feeling? No headaches? Leg pains? Heart palpitations? Loss of appetite?
Vivian?
I was just so worried. Sorry.
How about eye strain?
Anyway, Lord Phaethon, I'm so glad you're okay. What happened this time was all my fault.
You only became an Ethereal to defeat Dina. If it weren't for you, neither of us would have made it out alive.
So, what happened? Belle said she saw the crystallization process start. But I didn't see anything through EOS. Hugo, Lycon, did either of you guys see anything strange?
Allow me to explain. Miss Vivian told us what happened after she awoke, and the mayor arranged a full medical checkup for her. Based on the results, Miss Vivian indeed shows mild corruption sequela. But if the crystallization process had already started, the lingering effects should be far more severe. To be precise, if the process had already reached the point of mass surface crystallization, it should have taken no time at all to become an ethereal. So, the mayor theorizes that it was the etheric energy within Master Proxy's body that affected Vivian's condition and the surrounding etheric particles, causing Vivian's corruption to recede. Essentially, corruption is a reaction between the etheric particles inside the body and in the surrounding environment. Therefore, it's not necessarily irreversible, just that currently our mainstream method of defense is prevention.
How come I didn't know I had this ability? How's it even possible for me to influence other people's etheric particles? That makes it sound like I can manipulate etheric energy at will.
Master Proxy, you are special. This is a gift your teacher left you.
teacher. So this has to do with her?
So the mayor knows about this, huh?
I don't know all the details, so I cannot explain everything to you. My apologies. However, Miss Yixuan might be able to answer some of your questions.
Oh, her.
She will visit you sometime soon, so please feel free to ask her any questions you may have.
Oh, there's many questions.
She has quite an eccentric personality. If she causes you any inconvenience,
we'll have to live with it.
If she causes trouble, can I file a complaint about her to you?
Master Proxy, you have always been a people person, so I trust you will handle things just fine.
That just makes me more worried.
In any case, the mayor has asked me to give everyone his most sincere gratitude. Unfortunately, the mayor could not come personally, but has promised everyone a favor. Provided it's within his means, he will offer his unconditional assistance once.
Pay our electricity bill once.
There is no time limit on this favor.
Immediately.
Unconditional, What if I wanted his position as mayor?
If that is what you desire, then the mayor and his subordinates will be first in line to vote for you in the next election. As for the other votes, you'll have to work for them on your own. But should you assume office, I hope you take full responsibility for handling all day-to-day matters and lead by example. By sheer happenstance, the mayor has provided you with a copy of his current assignment, the City Waste Sorting and Processing proposal.
Hugo, I don't think you want to be mayor.
Old fox.
Well, can I request Lord Phaethon's?
The mayor imagined you might ask. I have prepared all the necessary documents, and the ceremony expenses will be covered by the mayor as a gift. As long as Master Proxy agrees, we can sign and process the documents immediately.
And then marriage?
But this matter requires mutual consent, and cannot involve coercion, confinement, or one party's lack of consciousness.
Stop! I would never do that to Lord Phaethon! Probably. At least not today.
As for you, Master Proxies, the mayor has some sense of what you desire. That said, he hopes you might speak with Miss Yixuan first before you decide the timing of that favor.
Hugo and Lycon are still bickering, and Vivian sits to one side, eager and anticipatory. As always, you can smell the aroma of noodles from the neighboring noodle shop, and hear snippets of Elfie's music from her store. Thank goodness, time goes on, but there will always be friends by your side. After eating, Hugo, Lycon and Vivian take their leave. Belle, are you feeling alright? Lycon said you could control ether particles, and it was a gift from our teacher. I keep thinking about it. And that Miss Yixuan. We should investigate her. But let's not talk about that for now. You only just started to feel better. You should get some rest. I'll be there with you, whatever happens in the future. And that's probably it. Things are getting really exciting. Thinking back on it, a lot sure has happened recently. But can I really control etheric energy? If this is a gift our teacher left for us, then doesn't that prove that her research was focused on mitigating the damage Hollows have on humanity? I mean, controlling ether can be used for good or evil. Perhaps this can serve as evidence that she was innocent. But I don't feel anything yet. Doesn't feel like I have any special powers. Your thoughts are all jumbled together, and your mind feels heavier and heavier. You drift off without noticing it. All the rewards. And with that, I'm assuming the epilogue is finished and we can start Season 2 with the next main story. New Eridu continues to coexist with sacrifices, and neither daily life nor hidden crises ever cease. New stories and the distant horizons are truly exciting, but one should also cherish each passing day, present or past. One day, they'll become memories worth holding on to. Talk to Wise. For what reason would one talk to Wise? Leisurely lull, wandering visitor. Oh, someone calling herself Yishuan is here for you. She's dressed like one of those masters of the mystic arts from those movies. Do you know her? I do. She saved me in the hollow. Wise, do you remember what the mayor said before? That he'd bring in a Void Hunter rank special investigator to help us adjust to our ether aptitude. Yishuan is that investigator. I see. No wonder she has such a unique presence. According to her, we have good feng shui, and 6th Street is geomantically blessed and a good place to live too. That makes sense. Really? Yeah, she looked so serious. It didn't sound like just empty flattery. You weren't here when she came in earlier. I asked if she wanted to stay and wait, but she said she wanted to take a look around and you could talk once you were free. If you have time now, but go find her, Belle. What an interesting dog.
I did not expect that such a spiritual entity would exist here. It appears this street is a geomantic gem.
A spiritual entity? His name is Howl, and I guess you could say he's a neighbor of mine. Is there something special about him?
No, I was simply a bit surprised. It's rare to find such an intelligent individual of this breed.
Even huskies can be really smart. Howl is proof.
I've never heard him howl, to be honest.
You're right. Yet, being overly intelligent comes at a price. It must stay here for prolonged periods of time, parted from its owner and unable to move about freely. Both a blessing and a curse. However, it seems quite happy. We've strayed a bit off topic. Since you're back, let's discuss our partnership.
Yishuan gently pats Howl's head, stuffs a few dennies into his money pouch, and then you return to the video store.
Nice job. Good air circulation, excellent layout. Very suitable for a business. Your bamboo here are also very energetic. It seems your fortune is good when it comes to wealth.
Didn't expect you to understand feng shui. Thank you for your blessings. But who exactly are you?
I think that's the first time I've heard someone say feng shui.
I suppose this is our first official meeting since parting ways in the Hollow. Now that both of you are present, allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Yishuan, a mystic from Yunquei Summit.
Wait, mystic? Like those people in movies who can tell your fortune and go around blessing people? This is my first time meeting one in real life. But What's Yuinkui Summit?
Just an ordinary sect of the mystic arts. Our disciples travel all across New Eridu and sometimes collaborate with authorities. Currently, I'm affiliated with the Hollow Investigative Association. Right now, however, I'm here to discuss a partnership in the name of the Mayflowers.
So, what sort of partnership are we talking about?
I have reviewed the documents provided by the Mayflowers. You previously underwent an implant surgery. After recent adjustments, abnormalities occurred. These abnormalities bear resemblance to the craft practiced by us at Yuinkui Summit. If you are willing, I can teach you how to better control your abilities.
Deal.
To better control my abilities. It sounds great, but there's no such thing as a free lunch. Since you're willing to teach us your craft, Shifu, you must want something in return, right?
Shifu.
That's right. Mayflower will have you join me for some investigations. Looking at my divination results, this will be a complicated and very likely dangerous matter. He's still going over the details, but should have more information for you soon. You can wait until then to decide.
Let's leave it at that. The weather is nice today. Perfect for going out. Your bird is interesting. I just happen to need to head to a nearby store to collect something. If you're free, how about coming with me? We have a long path ahead of us, so it would be good to take the opportunity to learn more about each other's ways and methods. Sure. Sounds good, then let's go. Yishuan Shifu. Where's the store? Oh, full name, I see. It's at Lumina Square. It's called Buyan. I know that store. But hasn't it been closed for ages now? Is that okay, Shifu? It matters not. Whatever the situation, let's head over first. It's been ages since I last came to the Janus Quarter. I'd like to take a look around. Just tell me when you are heading to Lumina Square. We can meet up there. Yishuan nods a goodbye to you and leaves 6th Street. And we follow. I thought we would be done at the end of the main story. But you never know.
Please, help me check my fortune! Here's my pop. Look, doesn't this thick wealth line mean I'm about to strike it rich?
You're about to be struck for sure.
I've looked it over and your fortune is decent.
Huh? You barely looked at it and you're already done?
You have good fortune. What? You don't believe me?
I do. Thank you so much.
Next, it's my turn. Hey, wait, hey, quit cutting in line.
So, this is where you were. Who are all these people?
You're here, Belle? I decided to take a break. I didn't expect so many people to come seeking my divination services. Don't worry, I need no more than a simple spell to solve this matter.
Facing the crowd, Yishuan remains calm and composed and says,
Fortune-telling services is 10,000 dennies per session.
That's definitely a spell that will work. In an instant, the people standing in line all flee in fear, scattering in all directions.
All gone? Good. It seems the Banish Wealth and Desire spell is still effective.
Banish wealth and desire? That's a spell? This isn't the kind of craft you said you were going to teach us, is it? Our video store has a business license, and we'd get complaints if we charged unfair rates.
Of course not. This is just a trick to deal with trouble. I'll take my time showing you the true craft of Yuinkui Summit. For now, let's find that shop.
Shifu! Please wait, Shifu! So many people wanted you to tell their fortunes. You must be a divine immortal of legend. Great, I finally get to meet an immortal in the flesh. Please, I need your help. I'm no immortal, just a normal mystic. However, it appears you are in quite a pickle. I bumped it. It bumped its head when it was produced, and I don't know what parts got damaged, but sometimes I get all dazed and really slow to respond. Also, it can't connect to the internet and can't receive messages, so it isn't caught up on anything and ends up looking even more silly. It's out of the loop. Other Bangbu keep mocking it, and it's got a short temper, so it's always fighting other Bangbu. How about taking it to a repair store? No, it's afraid it can't be repaired and will get scrapped, so it refuses to go for repairs. But it likes watching those movies with immortals who catch demons, so it wants to learn mystic arts. If you try and convince it, it might agree to be repaired. So you wish to use the mystic arts as a cover to convince it to get repairs. It shouldn't be difficult. Well, do you know any place nearby that does repairs? Sure do! Let me check it over first. There's no need for that. I can check it over first. If there's no major hardware issues, I can do some debugging and adjustments. Very well. Oh, really? Great! Amazing! You two are amazing. My friend is not far from here. Please go and check it out. Oh, I thought you were talking about yourself. In the third person. That wouldn't be weird for a Bangbu. Chi-Chi, look! I brought you the Divine Immortal. Really? A real immortal? Yep, really. They are really amazing. Just saw the Shifu say a spell and disperse a whole crowd of people. She even said she'll train you in the mystic arts. Really? I've been waiting for this day for so long. Yes, however, in order to walk the path of a mystic, you must have an innate talent for it. Please allow your senior sister on the path of mysticism to check you over. Wow, great! Now I can be like those movie protagonists, learning awesome mystic arts, gaining divine power overnight, and then taking revenge on those bullies. A dongle for a dongle, a widget for a widget. Everything they did to me in the past, I, Chi-Chi, will make them pay for in tenfold. Calm down now. Let me check your parts first. Okay, please. You carefully check Bangbu Chi-Chi's parts. Its network module is a little bashed up, but the damage is minor. You fix it. Oh, no minigame. I was ready for it. Oh, yes, minigame. I am ready for it. Great, all repaired. How do you feel? Ah! What was that? Wow, countless messages and updates are flashing before my eyes. Oh! Could this be? Is this what they call enlightenment? Whoa, amazing! I've been enlightened. Enlightened! Congrats, you're now connected to the internet. Thank you, thank you. Please be my mentor, my official Shifu. It's a bit too early for that. You have a natural talent, but you must hone your state of mind. Once you've matured a little more, you may come to seek mentorship. I do not know much of Bangbu affairs, but I can teach you an incantation, the spell of calming. When you feel agitated and wish to fight those other Bangbu, you can recite this incantation under your breath. Their brains are made of defective parts. Thus, you can avoid conflict and disaster. I see. Their brains are made of defective parts. Their brains are made of defective parts. Bamboo contemplates this for a while, its gaze growing brighter. That's so amazing. As I recite this spell, those bully bamboo don't seem so irritating anymore. Thank you for teaching me the spell of calming, Shifu. It really works. You're welcome. The one should not get into fights if possible. You must be sure to win the fight, understand? Understood. Thank you, Shifu. Thank you, Shifu. Both Shifu. Thank you both for helping us. Since you're all right now, it's time for us to take our leave. Belle, let's head to that store. For the third time.
Yishuan Shifu. The store is right up ahead.
Does Shifu just mean master?
Yes, this is the place.
I think so. Probably the Chinese version of sensei.
Ah, this is the one.
Seems it's closed. Another wasted trip.
Not necessarily. 1 second, please.
Yishuan walks up to the door, gently knocks 3 times in a rhythm, and then slips a note through the door. A moment later, someone coughs and cracks open the door, asking something to Yishuan.
Huh? Is there someone inside?
Relax. The boss prefers to do business with people they know. They like their peace and quiet, so they rarely open for customers. I'm an old acquaintance and just wanted to retrieve something.
What a strange private business. Shifu, what exactly are you retrieving?
Just some things needed for our future investigations. You'll know in time.
Really? Shifu, I feel like you're always so mysterious.
Rest assured, I'm not hiding anything from you. It's simply because the correct time has not yet arrived, so there is no need to rush. Since we've already obtained what we came for, let's part ways here. There will be plenty of time in the future. We will certainly meet again.
It has been foretold. Back to Wise, she just disappeared. I guess this was just a small introduction to where things are gonna go next. Well, you're back. Did everything go well? It went well. It's just that Yishuan Shifu deals with things in a rather unique way. Maybe that's just how a mystic does things. I see. Well, do you think what Yishuan Shifu claimed is real? Learning mystic arts and whatnot. It sounds like it came straight out of a movie. Are we going to be like those movie protagonists who use talismans to defeat Ethereals and magic arrays to suppress hollows? It definitely won't be as exaggerated as a movie, but I don't think Yishuan Shifu is lying. She really did display mystic powers back in the hollow. I see. Well, I trust your judgment. Plus, the mayor must have his reasons for choosing her to teach us. Yishuan Shifu said the mayor would have us help her on some investigation. I wonder what it is. Either way, we'll find out soon. There's no rush. Well, you've been so busy recently. You should take this time to rest and have a break. Things are quiet again. So things have actually ended for the day. Well, on that note, thanks for watching. see you again whenever another thing happens here in Zenless Zone 0. Goodbye. I really like where the story is going.